So there's some mathematical software you could well have heard of called Mathematica, which if you don't have, then you can actually use the software directly online at this website, wolframalpha.com. And you can use this to carry out lots of different types of calculation. And in particular, everything that we do in this course is basically covered by commands in this. It's basically it's a programming language, but you don't particularly need to write programs. You can just get the answer to problems immediately. So I just mentioned a few things. It can just do ordinary sums. So for example, if you were to put, if you wanted to find the square of 2 plus I, you write I, the little I. If you wanted to do this 2 plus I squared, for example, then in Mathematica you would type in 2 plus I. Then to get the squared, you need to use the sort of this symbol. You would enter this, and then Mathematica would return the answer. Okay. The thing to remember is that our square root of minus 1, which we normally write with a little I, in Mathematica, all the functions and all the constants start with a capital letter always. So we have to have capital I in this case. Okay, so Mathematica, you can use Mathematica to describe all the functions we've talked about so far. So what have we talked about so far? Well, the real part of a complex number. If you want Mathematics to work out the real part of this complex number, you need square brackets for functions. So this is just something you have to get used to. So if you enter this real part of 2 plus I, Mathematica would hopefully return the answer 2. The imaginary part you write as IM, and that would hopefully return the answer 1. We also looked at the modulus. The quickest way to write the modulus in Mathematica is actually ABS, which stands for the absolute value. It's smart enough to realize you probably want the modulus. You can write modulus instead, actually, in the modern version. So you'd write absolute value of 2 plus I, and that would hopefully give you the square root of 5. And the final thing we also looked at was the complex conjugate. This involves a bit more typing, but Mathematica understands this. If you write conjugate of 2 plus I, it would hopefully return 2 minus I. Anyway, if you don't have Mathematica, you can go to this website and type these things in and see if they give you what you expect.